just as I posted that last video to YouTube, I realized any photo, well, obviously photos, but video I've shot of this jacket has always been from one angle. And that's usually was based on whatever I just finished working on. In contrast to the last video, you'll see one harness buckles here instead of Sam Browns because they're just a little more useful. I like Sam Browns in a lot of areas. I use them a lot. But sometimes you just need buckles. Fuck it. But yeah, here's my fry pan. Here's my axe hiding down there in this little harness. A new find canteen. Woo! 15 years ago, those things were a dime a dozen, like $10-15, no matter where you went. They're all British military canteens from the 50s and 60s. And now they're getting kind of hard to find. And that one was $40. Ouch. Anyway, like I said, my frying pan, my Warhammer, and its slip. It's actually the whole reason why I started this whole back panel thing. That and to reinforce the back of the jacket. This thing was I stated this before, but this was your average $100 Wilson's type, quote unquote motorcycle jacket. That was in truth about a size or too small for me. And the original idea, and the only idea I had initially, here, was finding a home for my Avenue Park motorcycle patch. And it was sewn on back there. As a matter of fact, after I basically ripped this jacket apart into a black leather butterfly, I took it to a motorcycle shop and I sewed it on. The guy was so fucking frustrated with me because it wasn't a jacket. It was this floppy black leather butterfly thing. Dude was not pleased. Anyway, I said this in the prior attempt of shooting this, but this was a money box at a bar that I used to work at. Apparently someone had very unscrupulously tried to open it. I'm thinking they were using a screwdriver, profanity, and probably a little bit of speed, crack, whatever. And I got it out of the trash, and I decided to keep it for my kit. But there's my limping bear paw that I just finally got on here. This is a sleeve I had to completely build on my own out of moose hide because I'd used the other one for buckets. Yeah. Here, I'm going to need to put some light on this. So let's see if I can do this. There we go. Here's the other side. My rune badge, front sold collar. And a tribute to my boy. I've actually got a tribute patch specifically for him. My compass. And my Blade Runner patch on the other shoulder. But this thing, talk about humble starts. This thing has given me fits and starts and moments of pure joy. Not all that dissimilar from the rest of life. Little patch of chainmail on the back of the gusset there for airflow, and frankly, I ran out of fucking leather. So I decided to make it out of metal. Yep, that's a coat for you. But here's a pouch that Michelle and I found at a surplus store. I use it for carrying my U.S. Army Special Forces medical manual. It's one of those things that was very rarely written under the assumption that no one was in the group was medically trained. And it'll walk you through everything from burns and gunshot wounds to birthing and breech birthing. And I've held on to it religiously ever since. But, so yeah, it goes in there as well as a honing stone and other shit. Like I said, this is post-Apple as fuck. No mistake. But this is also my travel rig because I can't help but be utilitarian when I build something. If it's not useful, I don't care how neat it is. I just do the fucking point. So, but yeah, this is my jacket without me in it, unfortunately. Now a lot of people are looking at this and going, "How much does it weigh?" I'm like, well, that's a funny thing. It weighs a fuck ton, and yes, that is a technical term. In all honesty, it probably weighs about 45 or so pounds empty. Loaded, I have no fucking clue, and I don't want to know. I'm just not that fucking brave. But here's the thing: when it empty or loaded, whatever the weight is, it doesn't want to matter. Because it's a jacket, and because I base this thing off of 30 years of experience of traveling, it allows you to carry the weight really evenly. No backpack ever fucking designed will compete with being able to carry your gear on your body. My buddy Tony, who is the original inspiration for shooting this video, actually, before I sent it to him in an email, was kind of the inspiration, well, one of the multiple inspirations, I should say, in his denim hackers rig that he used to have, where he had soldering irons and all kinds of crap just hidden in the pockets of this denim suit of his. Now, I'm not much for denim myself, but I took that idea, a little Mad Max, apparently a little Roman gladiator. I didn't even see that shit until someone pointed it out on Wasteland Central. It's hilarious. But yeah, just a little bit here, a little bit there, and next thing you know, we got this monstrosity. That actually seats really well. It's kind of a trip. So, in the other video, I had my Zeltbond cloak up here, and the third Zeltbond down the bottom straps. This all still works like that. That's just it. And what this is a kind of a ripcord thing. So, those two straps, where are they? There we go. Actually hold the Zeltbonds in place. If I need it real fast, I pop this and I basically pull up behind me, and it pulls the cloak up to my head, and I can just put the cloak on. I'm going to be water treating it so that it's actually water repellent, shit like that. This is a 2-year plus project at this stage. And part of the reason for the timeline is access to materials. In other words, I is a po motherfucker. And yeah, I gotta do what I can do. Which sometimes isn't enough, frankly. But step by step, me losing my shit. And no, I'm not done. Oh, and for those who haven't seen prior videos or pictures or whatever, there is an LBB system inside this jacket. I had to because this cheap-ass leather jacket could not handle the weight. Whoa, let's lose the box. There we go. Try and pop this thing off here. Once again, I apologize for the herky-jerky camera work. Come on, damn it. We're not gonna... There we go. Barbarian win. Cool. Anyway, here's the monster from the front. You can see the Roman remark I got before, or gladiator, centurion. That was it, centurion. Anyway, inside here you can see the webbing system I put inside to support the weight. Static versus dynamic. And once I put that in there, all the extra goofy fucking straps to compensate for weight and slippage off the left shoulder and all that kind of shit no longer needed. So, yeah. This is me with my monster. Anyway, this is the workshop where I do my evil. A funeral flag that Michelle gave me. She knows me so well. Anyway, this is me signing off before I go fucking nuts and start working again. Bye-bye.